Mac.
Hey, you.
Mac, how good?
Good.
What'd you tell them about Jacksonville? All the inside information you know.
Yeah.
While you're here.
Definitely talked to some people, but got a lot of respect for those guys over there, and they really have the same roster. They added a few guys, but they're doing a good job on defense, so really going to be a challenge.
That defensive front line just...
Oh, they're really good. Got to go against them last year during scout team and had some competitive days, so really have a lot of respect for 41 and 44, and then obviously Eric on the inside and D. Ham on the inside. So they have a good front there, and yeah, they do a good job. They work hard, and I've seen that firsthand, so I got a lot of respect for them.
So from Sunday to then Wednesday to then today, have you seen progression of feeling better based on the re-aggravation? And if so, if you could give a detailed account of like how much better you feel.
Yeah, that's a great point. I think every week people deal with stuff, and then each day you just assess where you're at. And having played 5 years in the NFL, I kind of know where I need to be at, and I'm definitely happy with my progress and the medical staff and everybody. So really just taking it day by day and attacking each day and doing what I can do.
How much are you doing in practice, man?
A lot. Feel good in the warm-up and everything, and then going through practice, hitting all the throws, routes on air and everything. So feel good. Definitely just like any other week, you're going through the week, getting ready for the game plans as a backup or a starter. So feel comfortable doing both, and I'll be ready to play.
Your expectation is you will be available in some way.
Yeah.
You guys got Demarcus Robinson back this week. What does Demarcus bring to the mix?
Yeah, he's awesome. D-Rob made a lot of plays in the spring and throughout fall camp, and then obviously was here in and out of the building and stuff, but he's ready to go, and really excited for him. He's played a lot of football, and he always makes plays no matter what team he's on, so I'm excited for him to make plays on this team.
Question about Demarcus Robinson as a quarterback, specifically from your perspective. What is a quarterback like about a wide receiver like Demarcus Robinson?
Yeah. Really just a friendly receiver. Does a great job coming back to the ball, getting open on routes versus man getting open, and then versus zone, just trying to get to his depth and get open. So he's done a good job. Like I said, he's seen a lot of different defenses and played against a lot of different corners. So he knows what to do. And when he goes out there and plays fast, he's a really good receiver. So I'm excited to see him out there, and he's doing great.
Once you see enough film of them to be able to form any kind of opinion on what Travis Hunter is as a defensive back?
Yeah, I mean, he's a very talented player. Obviously doing a little bit of both. I've watched both sides of the film, so he does a good job on offense and does a good job on defense. So really talented player, like I said, and Tyson on the other side does a great job as well. I've obviously gone against him a lot, so I have a lot of respect for him dating back to college. So they got a good group out there, and number 2 is a really good player that they added this year. He seems to be like the top guy on their defense communication-wise, and he has had a great career so far, and it looks like it's continuing in Jacksonville.
You being with Trevor Lawrence, you guys have a lot in common. How does, from your perspective, I guess, how does he deal with the scrutiny that comes with being, a first-round pick, number 1 pick in his case? I think there's people might be a little disappointed, like, oh, I thought he was supposed to be John Elway at this point. Like, I guess, how does he deal with, not meeting those crazy expectations?
Let me call him and ask real quick. No, I mean, he's great. I love Trevor. I know what you're saying, that, like, Trevor's always been the guy that everybody's chasing from my age group. Just he's younger than me by a year or whatever, but he was always the top guy, and he's a great athlete, great quarterback, great thrower, and everywhere he's gone, he's rose to the challenge. So I have a lot of respect for Trevor, and being in the room with him last year, just we became really close friends, to be honest, and he works really hard every day, and I have a lot of respect for Trevor, and I know he's playing a lot better, and that's what I expect because he works really hard and puts a lot of time into it.
People always talk about how sophisticated Shanahan's offense is, but last week Clay kind of talked about how much of an educator, and like when you're in the film room, it's like if everyone's doing their job, it makes it really easy on you. What can you say about that? And is it really that complicated, or it's like, okay, like when you're with Shanahan, it's like if everyone's doing their job, then you know what the play is?
I hope I know what the play is. But yeah, I know what you're saying. It's like it is a very group-oriented thing, and a lot of offenses you have multiple people communicating to you or whatever, which is great. And we have Clay and Mick and everybody, but Kyle does a great job early in the week, like, this is the play, this is the purpose of the play, this is how I see it playing out, and if it's not this certain look, then play it out and follow your rules. So he definitely does a good job. Just it comes down to communication and being honest and open about it, and he's a great communicator and a great coach, and that's why you see success. Obviously, we got a lot of work to do on our offense. We're still young in the season, and we know that, and we're all striving to get to a little bit better. So just been really blessed to learn from him, honestly, like just sitting back in my chair, listening to what he says. Like, he has a PhD in football, or probably more than a PhD in football. So it's been good to learn from him.
Super, super important journalism here. On the TV broadcast, I think they said that you own upwards of 75 suits. Is that accurate? And where did that come from?
They added a few to that number, but but I probably have like between like 60 and 50 probably. But yeah, I like suits, and I've always worn them. We had to wear them in college, so that's where it started. So I had a couple each year there, and then I've always worn a suit in the NFL. I just feel like that's what you're supposed to do, because you're going to work, and that's kind of how I go about it. But yeah, I like suits.
Do you do the thing like you make sure you're not wearing the same one twice in the same season, that kind of thing?
Kind of. I'll rewear. I'm not too picky. If I like it and it fits, what my mindset is that week, then I'll usually wear it. But yeah, I got a lot of different suits, and the person who creates them is very talented, so I'm happy to have him on my side.
Clarify what you mean. You matched your mindset. Like, are there certain color? Can you give me an example of that?
I don't know, just like how I'm feeling that morning. I just pick my suit or the night before and go out there and roll it out there.
Anti-sock?
It depends. I have like the little socks, like when you're wearing the no-show, so I still got socks on even though it doesn't look like it. But I don't know, that's kind of old school, like when you have your sock like all the way pulled up. Like my dad used to come home from work and he's got like the lines from the socks, I'm like, I can't be doing that, so usually just low socks.
You get, sorry, fire engine red suit in week 1. Where does that rank?
That's one of my cool ones, but I think they're all cool, so hopefully I can keep wearing cool ones. But like I said, it's all about like showing up to work, and that's how I feel you should come to the game. So it's something that I learned in college, like I said, and it's important to me.
Football question.
But you've never been grilled like this before.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like a lot of non-football questions, but it's all good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Brock, how's the week been going back for you with your toe and everything?
It's been good. Really like where I'm at with progress, with it healing up and feeling better and dropping back, throwing, and like where I'm at. So it's been good.
Playing Sunday for sure.
We'll see. Yeah, I'm taking it day by day still, but feel a lot better. So
You were in the correct me if I'm wrong, but in the celebration after Eddie hit the field goal, you were kind of jumping around, with your group and everything. I mean, it looked like a pretty healthy toe, based on that celebration.
Yeah.
I mean, you must be feeling fairly confident in that toe.
yeah, no, I liked my progress last week with where I was at, and in terms of feeling better, getting better, and so it was just a day by day decision. It's the same thing this week, but I mean, it's no secret. Like, it's been 2.5 weeks or so, and just overall, man, my toes healed up. It's gotten better, and so when Eddie hit the game-winning field goal, yeah, I could jump a little bit. So I was good enough to do that.
How's Demarcus Robinson been back in practice?
Awesome. Just having him back out, and obviously seeing what he had done at camp, and it's the same thing. He comes back out and is feeling fresh and looks great, and great hands. So excited to have him back and in the game plan.
Brock, what have you been able to do the last 2 days? You've been limited on the injury report, but do you feel like you've been able to do enough stuff out there during practice to get you best prepared for Sunday's game?
Definitely. Just dropping back and throwing and feeling good about playing the position of quarterback, and for me, it's still a day by day thing. Going up to game time and see how I feel, but I really do think that it's been good progress, good work, and I just feel better overall, just with my body and mentally of attacking this game plan and being ready if I'm able to go. So
To kind of follow up on what you just said, the mental aspect of it, hypothetically you play on Sunday. Given that, how much of a mental challenge do you feel like, or mental adversity do you feel like you'll need to overcome to go out there and fully play like yourself and not, handicap your foot at all to make sure that you are, showing up as Brock Purdy?
Yeah, I mean, if I'm playing, I'm gonna be feeling good. That's all I know, and if I'm not ready come game time, then I'm not ready, So when I step out in the field, I want to play quarterback, just like Brock Purdy has always played quarterback, and so that's how I'm looking at it, and I don't want to go out there thinking about anything else on my body if it's not feeling right. So if I'm playing, I'm gonna be feeling good, and I'll leave it at that.
Too detailed, but what's a bigger test, like doing a sprint rollout or simply throwing and doing a toe drag on your follow through?
In terms of
how you feel with your toe.
To be honest, I'm not going to really get into all the little details of it and whatnot, but I will say I feel better. So yeah.
Situations where you need to be 100% healthy or you can make it worse.
Honestly, it's it's just like any other injury. If you hurt something, then you can go back out and there's a chance or a possibility of it happening again. That's the nature of the sport that we play. But for me, like I said, if I'm stepping out in the field, I want to feel really good and not thinking about anything else in terms of am I going to hurt it, am I not? If I'm on the field, I'm not going to be thinking about that.
Here's the tough one. What do you think about Mac Jones's suit collection? Do you have a favorite?
I think the first week, the red suit, going into Seattle, I saw him come off the bus, and I was like, no way. Like, this dude is funny. So I love all of the suits, and he's got good taste. So.
What's your
When you prepare to face the Jags, what do you see when you pop that film on? I mean, there looks like a really good active defensive team. What kind of stands out?
Yeah, their first 3 games, man, they've played together, tough defense. You could see that they're all playing with the chip on their shoulder, and it's a team that is hungry, and I feel like they've found ways to win together, and I mean that's the NFL, man. You got to end up finding a way to win. It doesn't matter how, but at the end of the day, they've both offensively and defensively have come together and they've won games, and so I really respect them for that. And obviously, good front, really good front. Really good linebackers. They're secondary. They got talent. So it's going to be a really good challenge for us, and I'm excited for it.
You're challenging has it been just to build chemistry with Kendrick Bourne?
It's been great. I threw him a ball this week, and we were all excited that, for me to throw to him and continue to build this new chemistry, we were both really excited about that. But I really do obviously like what I've seen on film, what he's done in the games with Mac. He's a dependable guy. He knows the system with Kyle. He's been in it for years, and so for him to come back and bring the spark and energy for our offense, I'm all about. So hopefully we can find ways to get him the ball and keep him going. Thanks, guys.